Welcome everyone to another map and lens video. Now this one is a little different as it's a breakup video. That's right, since my last video I've broken up with the Honda NT. There was nothing that she did wrong, it was all me. For those of you who followed the channel for a while now, you'll know that the NT was my first big bike. My wife bought me it as a way of encouraging me to move my butt and pass my bike test, something that I'd been talking about doing for as long as we've been together, and it worked. Seeing the NT in the garage every day gave me the motivation that I needed to make a commitment, sort myself out and get my bike licence. Now, less than a week after passing my test, my wife and I embarked on our epic Scottish Island trip, and you can see the video for that if you'd like to, or the series of videos in the link above. The NT was an amazing bike for the trip. It put up with the biblical Scottish weather, long motorway slogs, multiple ferry crossings, pillion and full luggage, and it did all that without really missing a beat, whilst being in the hands of a ham-fisted newbie rider with less than 10 hours of real riding experience on a big bike. Thanks to the NT, I finally got to fulfil my biking dream. It took me to see some of the most amazing scenery that the UK has to offer. It sparked a desire to road trip on two wheels, and it showed me without any doubt that the best way to get out and see the world is on two wheels. It's so much better to be in the view rather than seeing it through a car windscreen. So with everything that I've just said, why on earth did I decide to break up with the NT? Well, I didn't get into biking until I was fairly late on in my life. I passed my test at 41. And last year I found out that I had arthritis in both of my wrists and in my left ankle, and that started to make me think. When I was growing up, I loved bikes like the Triumph Daytona and the Kawasaki Ninja, and the more I thought about it, the more I realised that I really want to be able to ride bikes like that. And to get there, and to get my skills to the point where I feel like I could, I needed to move on from the MT. I needed to up my skills, and I needed the next logical step in my motorbike riding career. Now, I could have just gone out and got myself a super sports bike, a CBR or the like, but I wanted something in between, something that would fill the gap between the NT and a super sports. I wanted a middle ground, another step towards improving my skills on two wheels. So, I'd like you to welcome my new bike. Here she is. She is a 2008 Yamaha Fazer FZ6, and she's much lighter than the NT. She weighs about 180 kilograms. She also has a lot more power than the NT. She puts out just under 100 brake horsepower. The engine comes from the R6 at that time period, however it's been slightly detuned and the power band moved south by a few thousand RPM. Having said that, she still doesn't really get going until around 8,000 RPM and really doesn't come on song until you go screaming past 10,000 RPM. So I can only imagine what the R6 was like using a similar engine. She stops and goes much more like a 4-cylinder sports bike and feels like the next step up the ladder of motorbikes. That way I can practice and improve my skills on the Fazer, and means that one day I'll be ready to throw my leg over a sports bike, and that needs to be before my wrists and my ankles just won't put up with it anymore. So there we go, the NT's gone, not because she did anything wrong or because she wasn't a good bike, but because I want to keep pushing myself and keep moving forward. The problem was very much with me and not with her. Thanks very much for the memories, NT. It was awesome.